Good day, guys, and on today's tutorial, I'll be taking a look at this very simple celebratory artwork I did for a friend of mine, Victor, and it's really quite simple. So I'll be doing a layers breakdown of what is really going on around this this artwork. Sorry about that, and without wasting much of your time, we'll go straight into it, breaking the layers and explaining to you guys as much as I can what you need to understand is really going on in these layers. It's a very simple design, not too much layers and all of that you get. So I'll be turning on and off the different artboards and explaining as I go. And like I would always say, the layers reveal or layers breakdown is exactly not the way I started out the design or I came about the design. All right, it's just practically the arrangement of the layers in hierarchy, sort of, put it that way. Right, so at first we have this color field. This color field is not entirely white. The color profile of this is the color code is EAF1F7, so it's practically not white. It's kind of ash. All right, then I have this this background. All right, I downloaded this background of Envato Elements, so I just dropped it in here because I was like, okay, let me see where and how I can utilize this particular background. So I have the background here, and I kind of cleaned off the lower part of this background, all right, because I didn't actually need it in the design itself. Right, that's why you have a max beside it. All right, the next thing I have is this text that I always add to as an element to my designs. All right, next thing I have is his name, Savix. All right, so when the font name is Gontas, and it's regular, so I'm using the gradient overlay to that matches this particular background. All right, and this is the gradient overlay I'm using. How do you get your gradient overlay? Just double click. How do you get your layer style? Just double click on the particular layer and it brings up a layer style panel for you. So you have this, then you have this gradient overlay here. If you don't have gradient overlay here, just come to FX, then add it. It comes up here. All right, so I have that. Then this is what I'm using under the gradients. Okay, I'm using this. So under iridescent, all right, these are different iridescent gradients mix. All right, then you have this. All right, I chose that with all these parameters still the same, minus 27 degrees and my scale at 144. all right. Excuse me. Okay, so that's that about that. Then a repeat of this particular text, right, but this time with a different gradient to pick out this orange. So I came to same iridescent, you see some orangey kind of gradients, and just pick it. If it's not there, you could just make the adjustment by coming here, then picking from this, coming here to pick from this. All right, so that's how I got this particular one here. So right there I have that. Then his pictures, all right, this is picture, this is another his picture. So basically one of the things that really stand out for my designs like this is really my picture arrangement. I prioritize picture arrangement so much in my designs, all right, so that I can actually get the best possible reaction from those pictures, from those individual pictures. Right, so if you notice, I put this one behind. This one is actually smaller. This picture is smaller than this, but I put it behind because placement wise I felt that would be okay. Then I have Savix. This is on that font for his name. So the name of this font is Britney Hallway, That's the name of the font. Bridney Hallway, Bridney, then Hallway. All right, then next thing, this is the shadow for his for this other picture. So 3 pictures. Basically, my combinations will basically be at most 4 pictures, at least 2-3 pictures. Yeah. So then I have this accents I added here. These are just lines, right? Text is legs end. All right, then I have this other stuff here: strong, bold, fierce, creative, dedicated. Right, that's more like attributes for him. Then I have this stuff that you always see me put on my stuff. So this is actually, his birthday was last month, 26th of last month, but I wasn't just free enough to get the design across, so I decided to celebrate him today. All right, so then next thing I have is my logo. Next thing I did was to color grade a little bit. All right, so the color grade tool was also going to follow the color pattern of this. All right, to have these shades of purple, green, and blue in between. All right, so that's what I have here. Okay, so if you notice, this is the name, Irresident 20. So I'll come to your Irresidents here, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. So this is the 20th one I picked, then okayed it. Then I actually, this is it in normal. So it's in normal, blend mode, soft light, opacity 29, but it wasn't really giving me what I wanted, so I decided to reverse it. So now this is what it is. So reversing means the color on the highlights, that's this green, will be affecting the shadows now. Then the color on the shadows will be affecting what? The highlights. Alright, so these purples here are affecting the highlights. Then these greens here are affecting the darker sides of his face, alright, or of the design. Alright, so that's that about that. So my blend mode is soft light, opacity 29%, fill at 100%. Then I kind of grouped all of them. All right, I grouped all the designs, Control Alt Shift E, or Command Alt Shift E to group all this below to this. Then I kind of used an action. All right, I have this beach tones action I used. Right, it's practically a camera raw filter action that I applied over the whole of this, and this is what it gave me this, something very, very nice. All right, but it was looking so bright, so I added a cost adjustment layer to bring down the take out some of the whites, take out some of the highlights to keep it like this. All right, so I went a little bit further to add another action, one of these beach tones I added to give me something like this. I was just playing with different variants of color grade. All right, so that's that about that. If you want to see how the actions affect, then you have to buy the PSD, which I'll drop the link in the description below. All right, so that's that about this first artboard. Then the second artboard will just go straight. So it's practically almost the same thing, but just a little tweak in arrangement. All right, so same color fill, same background. All right, then I added some flowers and downloaded of PNG wings. All right, I was just looking for something abstract because basically the skin tones and all of that was giving a little bit summer vibes, so I just decided to add some little summer flowers. All right, so I added that, then I changed the color, all right, to blend with this, to blend the background where it was going to be sitting nice. All right, then I have Savix. So this is an outline of his name. How do you create outlines? Quite simple. Turn the fill of that particular text to 0, then double click on that text, then come to stroke and make sure your position is outside, then set your stroke size to any size at all you need it to be in. All right, so for me 6 was okay. Then that's that about that. Then you have his picture in front. That's this picture from this other end. Then I repeated his picture again, right, because I wanted to just clean up this down. I basically don't know why I actually repeated this picture, sure, but I think I repeated it for sake of, I actually had something in mind of making half of this silhouette, then half of it is picture, but it didn't really turn out the way I wanted, so I just did it like that. I just left it like that. So I grouped both pictures and created a mask over it and cleaned off these lower parts because there were things that were going to be here, right? So cervix again, that's repetition of this down here, all right, with a gradient fill to mimic the background. So it's going to be on, so cervix, gradient fill to more like what we have here, all right. Then over that I just, okay, this is possibly the shadow of his legs, right? Then stuff, this little text I usually add, more like my cheat element. Then same stuff Monday, so basically just the same but different compositions, all right, the same elements, different compositions. So I have this text that you might actually not be able to see here, but it's there, all right. That's the line text, all right. Then the next thing is my logo. Then the next thing, I grouped all of this together and used one of the okay, how did I do this? I don't think it's one of the beats, so let me give you guys a rundown of how I did it. So I have a picture here. I downloaded one artwork. I love the color grade of this particular picture. I love it, so I was like, okay, could I just imitate it? So I dragged and dropped it here into my artboard. So I made it a little bit smaller, all right. Then what I did was to turn it off. Then I selected all my layers. So what you do, so that you're not say I selected only that single artboard, all right. I turned off all other artboards. Then I came to the last layer, the topmost layer, then Control Alt Shift E, so it selects every single thing here down here for me, right? Selects it for me. Then let me turn this off, all right. So it selects that for me. Then basically what I do, I come to image, all right. I come to image, under image, come to adjustment, then match color, all right, match color. So under match color, all right, I get to pick my source, which is cervix, that's this particular document. Then under layer, I'll get to pick the topmost layer, that's this design, whatever, that's this name here, all right. So automatically it does this for me. So what I'll do is I'll try to adjust it. I'll come here, I'll choose neutralize, then I'll try to fade it out a bit, see what I get. Add some light, luminance, then color intensity. I can crank it up a little bit, all right. So it's basically picking from this to color grade for me. So you can, this is actually another way to color grade or imitate color grades from different artwork. So with that, I think I have something fairly okay that I can work with. All right, let me increase this, let me drop the color intensity. All right, so I have something like this. So that's okay and cool for me. Okay, then yeah, so before after, so more or less looks like what we have, the color grade of this stuff. So that's practically another way you can color grade or imitate color grading from different other artworks. All right, so I hope you found that useful. If you found that useful, please do well to subscribe, like, and share this particular video so that it gets to more people. Okay, then that's how I came about this. All right, then I added some lights to his body and his clothes, right, to give it that little glow effect. Okay, then curves adjustment layer to add the icing on the cake. So you see how it's popping with the curves adjustment layer. Okay, then that's that about the artboard. So the next artboard is quite similar to It's quite similar to this particular one, basically similar but just little differences. So same feel, same text, same plants or flowers, same everything. Now I made sure these flowers came in front of the cervix as opposed to this. All right, so I just cleaned out, maxed out this from this. Then I have pictures, cervix again, shadow, picture, text, lines on one side, lines on the other side. So if you notice, just very few subtle changes, lines here, as opposed to just one line here. Okay, then my logo, then a selection of everything, then this same applied same action, same camera action on this to give me this particular stuff that looks very rich and very summer like. All right, then I have some lights over his distance. So basically I created a new layer, then took my brush tool. All right, make sure my color was somewhat the colors of this particular design, picked it. Okay, then I came with my flow at 10% and I started painting over all of this. So what I did after painting was to reduce the opacity to 44, then change the blend mode to screen. All right, that's what gives that glow shimmer effect that you see all over him. If you see on his neck, on his clothes, on this side of his face, and all of that. Right, then I added my levels. All right, adjustment layer to just pop some level of brightness to the design. All right, and to crown it all, I just add my vibrance at the top, which is my vibrance at 50 as pulse 50, then my saturation at 0. So there you go, there you have this particular breakdown of this design. So it's quite simple, and yeah, thank you for watching, and please do well to subscribe, drop a comment, like and share. Thank you, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.